Hi again, everybody. Welcome into the Week 16 edition of Peacocks on the Prowl. Zach Carlyle here with you, and today we're talking Peacock baseball. For that, we're pleased to be joined by sophomore Zackary Cain. And Zach, thanks for being with us here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, let's start with this last weekend coming off of the road games in Sioux Falls. You were the home team against Northern State for 4 games, took 3 of 4 against the Wolves. And then the midweek against Augustana on the road, splitting with them. So taking 4 of the last 6 ball games. How did you guys feel about how you played up there in Sioux Falls?
I felt like we did a very good job. We competed. That was the big thing. The first 5 games, I think we didn't give up a big inning. In that 6th game, we gave up a big inning, first inning against Augustana, and Coach just kind of talked about just get our hits, and just try and chip away, and we ended up getting a tie game and went into extras, and we lost on a heartbreaker on a walk-off hit. Great pitch, great hit. Nothing you can really do about it.
Absolutely. Well, you talked about that matchup with Augustana and the ability to score some runs. How about that lineup? You guys were able to chip away at them, and then game 1 you had the win in extra innings against the Vikings. How'd you feel about how the offense performed out there on the road?
When we stick to our game plan, we're not a big home run hitting team like some of these other schools. We just hit singles, doubles, and then a timely, maybe a home run or a big hit here and there, and that's what we got to do the rest of the year to be consistent, I feel like.
So for you, as a guy who could play multiple positions, on the mound, starting the game, or coming in relief as you did against Augustana, or playing first and hitting, tell me about the mindset that you have when you know you're going to get the day on the mound, or when you're going to be in the lineup and over at first base. What's that like for you?
I think you just kind of come in with the same mindset every day. You're just going to try and, as a pitcher, I don't care when I'm pitching, I'm going to try and keep ourselves in the ballgame, keep the team in the ballgame, and as a hitter, I'm going to try and, get timely hits. When you come up with a man on third, or second and third with less than, 2 outs, you got to do your job. You got to get the guy in. Timely hitting, Coach talks about it all the time. It's a big deal.
For you as a pitcher, one of the guys on the staff, having a guy like Brett Fanning in the lineup, a healthy redshirt junior year for him, he's been outstanding for this team so far. What's it been like to have him in the lineup and him kind of be one of the leaders on this team, and not just him but that entire staff? What's it been like to be on the mound with those guys?
Well, Brett, I think I knew the whole time, the kid could pitch. It's just that as a matter of he just couldn't stay healthy. Now that he's healthy finally, he's showing everyone what he could do. You got a glimpse of him here and there, and he was very good in the past, but just couldn't stay healthy. And this year, if he stays healthy and continues to do that, he's going to be very effective. And we got some younger guys stepping in, or guys that haven't got a lot of innings, and hopefully they can just kind of see what he does and how he does things. I've learned a lot from him. Just keep us in ball games, and we'll have a chance with our offense.
One of the young guys you talk about, Ryan Munoz, left-handed pitcher, freshman for you, comes in, gets 13 strikeouts in one of the games against Northern State over the weekend. What's it been like to see him kind of develop so far in the young season?
Well, then another guy, wasn't healthy right away, but you knew he could pitch. We saw him this fall. He was very effective. And if he sticks to what coaches are telling him to do, throwing strikes, mixing up his pitches, he'll be very effective like he was. 13 strikeouts, that kind of speaks for itself in 6 innings.
So for you, a starting pitcher, but in the midweek game against Augustana, coming in as in relief with the runner on second, nobody out, coming in with kind of a quote-unquote dirty inning, if you will. What was that like for you to come in relief as opposed to getting the start in the game?
Well, before the game, actually, Coach kind of told us he mapped out Tanner was going to go 2, Tyus was going to eat up 3 or 4, I was going to come in and get 1 or 2. And then he had a plan on Mosier going the last inning. So I had a little bit of prior knowledge that was going to happen, so I had time to get warm. I was ready, But I did relief last year, so I knew, if any time comes this year where I have to come in unknowingly, I'll be ready for it,
We mentioned earlier about the offense that you guys have been able to put up, but talking about this lineup that you're a part of, 1 through 9, it just seems like each guy can get hits and drive in runs, and guys like Mitch Mosier and Alex George and Luis Ravello at the top of the order, and Jake Grieco coming alive. There's just name after name after name, to be a part of. What's that like for you to be a part of such a potent lineup that can put up some runs?
It's great. You got guys in front of you that can hit. You got guys behind you that can protect you, drive you in, and they're all seniors, so they know what they need to do. Not all of them, but very upper class heavy, very. So they know what they need to do, and they know that they need to get their job done.
So for you guys this weekend, you head up, more road trip action for you. You head up to St. Cloud to take on St. Cloud State for 4 games this weekend. What are you guys expecting when you go up there and take on the Huskies?
I mean, we're expecting more of the same from them. They're a very good program. They're going to hit the ball. They're going to throw. We just have to compete and stay in games and give us a chance to win. That's what our pitchers are going to do, and our hitters, timely hitting. We're just going to have to, when we get men in scoring position, we're going to have to drive them in to be effective to win ball games.
Well, Zach, best of luck to you guys this weekend up there in St. Cloud. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Zackary Cain with us as Peacock Baseball gets set for a 4-game series with the St. Cloud State Huskies on the road in Minnesota. Well, that's it for now. I'm Zach Carlyle. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Peacocks on the Prowl.